Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. This morning's practice is full-bodied mobility session followed by some alternate nostril breathing. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one this morning, a shorter mobility session. And we're going to go a little bit longer on the breath work, try and get a little bit more deeper into it. With that being said, let's take a place at the front of the mat. We're going to do a couple of sun salutations just to warm the body up. And big toes together, heels and ankles slightly apart. Standing up straight, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Coming up with your halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Step back. Exhale, lower down. Coming in for your cobra or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes. And exhale into downward facing dog. Again, do whatever you feel like you need to do while you're in this position, just to get yourself warmed up. It might be pedaling the feet, dropping the hips side to side, sinking the belly, chest and chin very low, and then walking one foot at a time back to the front of the mat. Keeping this bend in the knees, coming up for the halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. And inhale, coming all of the way up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Back into standing position. Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Step the right, step the left foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing or into your cobra. Tuck the toes, downward facing. I want you to center the left foot. We're going to kick the right leg up and open the right leg up and over to the left side, opening up down the right side there. Just holding that for a couple of seconds and then back down, swapping over with the right foot, kicking the leg up and dropping it over to the right hand side, opening up on the left hand side, and then back down, walking one foot at a time to the front of the mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all of the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, back into Samasthiti. I'm going to widen the feet according to your shoulders, hands by the hips. Exhale, fold forward. You're going to put the left hand, let me just turn around so you can see what's going on here. The left arm over both knees, right fingertips to the mat. Exhale, twist up to the right side, holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, back to the center, swapping over now. Exhale, up to the left hand side, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Squat down just a little bit lower. You're going to support yourself with the left side here. You're going to take the right hand and place it underneath the right foot. And then we're just going to use the right foot just to massage our hand, just to really get into all the little nooks and crannies. You can intensify this slightly by externally rotating the forearm and the elbow, especially for anybody who's doing any calisthenics out there, or a lot of like hand balancing, even a lot of yoga. That is a game changer. It's so good for your hands. And then moving over to the left side, so support yourself with the right, and then just using the left foot the left toes just to massage your hand. And again, if you want to increase it a little bit, externally rotate the elbow or the forearm. Okay, bring both hands to the mat. You're going to come down into this yogic squat position, but I actually want you to come up onto your toes here. Elbows are tucked into the side of the knees, kind of using them for some support. And we're just going to sway side to side again. We're still getting some mobility on the hands, on the wrists. And then we'll sit back ever so slightly. Sorry, we'll rock backwards and forwards ever so slightly. Just kind of in the hands, but then you'll start feeling it in the hips, deep in the groin. And then just backwards and forwards. And now, if you can take your hands off of the floor, we're going to sway side to side. And then we'll drop our left hand just behind us here. And I'm going to drive through with the right leg, kind of with the right hips here. And then come back, sway over, swap over to the left side. And over to the right side. And once more over to the left. From here, let's take a seated position. Just shake your legs off if you feel like you need to. We want to retract the right foot, the right leg. Extend the left arm, wrap it round. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, drop it back, twist, looking behind the right shoulder. Couple of breaths here. Inhale and back to the center. Swap over to the left hand side. So really pulling the leg in, the foot in, keeping it close to the left, to the right leg. Extend the right arm round. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, drop it back and twist around to the left side. As you can tell, my body is feeling very, very tight from all the workouts this week. Inhale, back to the center. Extend, and then just give it a little bit of a shake off. We're going to widen the feet as much as we can. And we're going to do some seated forward folds. If you need to, you can get a block or a cushion just to sit under you. I'm going to just show you for demonstration purposes. This can be a bit of a game changer for some people. Cushion, like I say, you can use a block. And it's just going to allow you to sit in this position a little more comfortable now. Especially us men having tight hips, tight hamstrings, and we're going to exhale and fold forward now. What we're trying to do as well is we want an anterior pelvic tilt. So posterior is kind of, let's say you've got your pelvis like this. Posterior is rotating this way. Anterior is rotating towards the front. Post, back, anterior, front. So anterior pelvic tilt. And then just drop your hands down. Now you might be here. The idea is belly, chest, chin. And we're just going to sink it down a little bit at a time. And just hold that there. If you can get all the way down, then you're more flexible than me. And then eventually you'll be able to go a little bit more and a little bit more. Now, if you can actually sit in this for a good amount of time, you can work your way you can work yourself down quite a bit. If you just practice and practice and practice. I want you to inhale, come up. You're going to put the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Gently just place your hand on top of your right thigh there, and we're going to fold forward now. And then back up, swapping over to the left side. And you might find that one side is tighter than the other. So personally, I don't feel like I need to put my hand on my left side here, and I can get a little bit further down. I want you to be keeping this dorsiflexion in your foot as well. So that's relaxed, that is dorsiflexion, kind of pointing the big toe up or towards us. And then just come back into your seated position. I want you to just lean back ever so slightly, and we're going to drop both knees over to the left hand side. And both knees over to the right hand side. Again, you might find that one side is tighter than the other. Back over to the left, and then off to the right, and off to the left. And then release. Remove the mat, remove the cushion or the block that you might have had. Fingertips just behind us, around 6 inches. 90-degree bend in the knees. And then we're just going to either sit forward, just to get a bit of a stretch in the shoulders. If you want to intensify this, drive your hips up into this bridge pose. And then coming back. We'll just sit like this, chin to the chest. And then lean forward, release, give your hands a little bit of a shake off. Finish off with some shoulder scoops, palms facing upwards, sat up straight, shoulder blades are slightly retracted, and you're going to internally rotate the right hand. While you're doing, you're just focusing on keeping the left externally rotated, and then just move through the movements. Internal, external rotation, one at a time. Both palms facing up. And I'm going to try and rotate both of them, externally rotate, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then internally rotate and externally rotate. And again, give yourself a little bit of a shake off. Feel free to move your mat over to the wall now so you can support yourself. Closing the week off with an alternate nostril breath work. Sit in a comfortable seated position. Sat up straight. Going to be using the right thumb to cover the right nostril, and this finger, the wedding ring finger, on the right hand to cover the left. We'll start off slow and more loud, and then as time goes on, we'll do a few sessions, and I'll ask you to slow it down to a point where you can't hear the air coming. To a point where you can't hear the breath coming in and out of the nose. I'm really trying to control it that much. Okay, let's make a start. Cover the right, inhale through the left. Cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And then release. Take some breaths in and out of both nostrils. Deep inhale, deep exhale. I'm going to go for our second round here. This time we're really going to slow it down. And, if you are comfortable with the inhale, exhale, and you know what you are doing, go at your own pace. If you still need help, listen to my guidance. And on the final round, I'll start us off, but then we will go at our own pace. And I won't be guiding through. So, block on the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. If you want to continue, please feel free to do so. For those who need to take some deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose before we move on to the final round. You'll notice now that your nostrils are starting to become a lot more clearer. Moving on to the final round of the week. I'm going to guide the first few breaths in and out of the nostrils, but then I would like you to try and go at your own pace and just try and guide yourself through. So just listen to what I'm saying, but try and remember the flow of the breath, the inhales, the exhales. Cover on the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Now please continue at your own pace. For the rest of this session, I'm not going to guide. And release your hands. Take some deep inhales through both nostrils, really filling up the lungs. And fully exhaling. I'm going to finish the session with our visualization, meditation, manifestation. So feel free to lie down or just take your comfortable seated position like you are now. And I just want you to spend a minute just actually trying to quiet the mind. So if anything's coming into your head right now, just acknowledge it, but don't think on it. Just acknowledge it, move it to one side. And now I want you to think of something that you are striving for in life. Could be a particular financial goal, could be a fitness goal, could be moving to the other side of the world. And now I want you to get really, really sure on what this is, and I want you to think of it in that much detail. So, if it's a fitness goal, how many pounds of fat have you lost? What are you looking like in 6 months or 12 months from now? Where are you at? Who's around you? Who has it had an effect on? So you might be running around with the kids, you might be doing workouts with the kids. And if it's a financial goal, what is the amount? Think of the amount down to the exact pound. What is the amount, if it's to make 10,000 or 100,000 each month, what is the total amount in 6 or 12 months from now? And personally for me, mine's not a fitness or a financial goal. It's the goal of moving to Bali, moving to the other side of the world. And what I'm actually visualizing this morning is me sat on my mat as I am now, but still holding these sessions every morning. Turning the camera on, putting the laptop on Zoom at 5:55 in the morning. Still running through these sessions, but some of the breath work has increased a lot. We're now doing more advanced breathwork practices. And now once you've got that, how does it feel? What feelings are you actually feeling right now? Are you feeling grateful? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling fit, strong? And just remember that. Again, the mantra, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And so finishing this off, what is the action that you're going to take today or tomorrow or over the course of the next week or month to get you to where you want to be? Thought, feeling, action, result. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And on that note, I'm going to close the last session of the week. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday, 5:55 UK time. Yeah, I hope you got some value from this and the rest of the sessions, and I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.